We get to talk about editing now, and editing is one of my favorite things, not only on the computer with iMovie, but on a smartphone. It's really not that hard to edit. So for those of you who've been wanting to know how to edit your videos, let me tell you. So the first thing you do is, let me just take a video so that we have something to work with. So I'm going to take a little video of myself. Hello, hello, 1, 2, 3, filming. Notice my camera is horizontal, not vertical. The camera is to the left where I'm speaking. So I've just done a little short video. I'm going to turn it off. Now normally I don't like to hold my camera so close. I like to put it on a tripod or like it is right now, a little further away. I recommend that. I don't recommend doing videos when you're just holding them. We'll talk about that later. So now that I have a video, now I'm going to walk you through on a smartphone, on an iPhone, because that's what I have. I don't know how to do this on other phone types. However, I'm going to give you the example of how it works here, and it really should be very similar on other phones. And what I always recommend is Google it. If you don't know how, Google it. But let me walk you through so I give you an idea, and then you can go, if you have a different kind of phone, you can go get instructions and it'll all make sense. So I've filmed a video, just a real short video. The first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to make a copy of it. So how do you make a copy of it? You do it as if you're going to save it to your camera roll. So you just kind of flip through, on the bottom, hold on, let me show you. Down here, there's a little tiny thing that it's like this, which gives you, if you were gonna message it or send it to somebody or put it on Facebook, you do that, and then you go over to where it says duplicate. So it's going to duplicate it. The reason I do that is because I want to make sure that if I start editing and it doesn't work out right or I mess up, I have another copy. So now the great thing is I have 2 copies of the same footage. Then what you do is you hit edit. So now I'm going to edit it, and it gives me a chance. I'm going to just go ahead and bring this up so you can see it. So when I hit edit, let me cancel it. So I've got 2 copies of my video. There it is. I'm going to hit edit. Now on the iPhone, what happens is down here in the very bottom, you can see 3 little tiny dots. There's a play button. There's these 3 little dots. So you click on that, and then you're going to put it on iMovie. Now, if when you do it, there are not 3 little dots, it means you need to go to the App Store and download iMovie onto your phone. I'm pretty sure, seems to me that iPhones have it automatically, but it's very possible they don't. Actually, maybe they don't. So if you hit edit and those 3 little buttons don't come up, it means you don't have iMovie. It doesn't mean you can't edit it, but it's harder. So go ahead and get the features by going to the App Store, getting it for free. Just download iMovie. It takes seconds, and then come back. So if you want to pause the video, do that now. Go to the App Store, get iMovie, and then come back. So if you're still here or you've come back already, once I do that, once I've done that, now I get to edit my video. Now there are a couple little things here. There's little scissors. It's like a little tape and scissors. There's something for lighting. There's something for text, which I'm going to show you in just a minute how you can put some text over it. And there's music. So let's start with the little scissors and tape. As soon as I hit that, these little yellow, you probably saw these little yellow things come up. Let's undo it and hit it again. The film comes up right there, and it's got yellow next to it. So I turned it sideways because it's a little easier to see this way. But now what I can do is I can drag the edges in from both ends to edit out. So what happens a lot of times is if you're starting a video, let's say you start back here and you're like, okay, this is how I want it framed, and then you have to walk up and push the record button. When you do that, that's part of your video, right? So what I recommend you do is you walk up, you turn it on, you come back, you get situated, you take a deep breath, and then you film your video. When you're done, pause, smile, count to like 3 or 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Long enough. You can just don't count out loud. You don't want to see your mouth moving. So you're counting. You hold, and then go over and hit end. And then when you go to edit, it'll be real easy. You gave yourself enough space on both ends that you can bring those little numbers or these little pieces in to where you want them to be. Now, when I was filming this time, I didn't do that. I wasn't even thinking about doing that. But you can go into where you want to go. Once you know you have it where you want it, then you just hit the scissors again. Once you don't hit done. If you hit done, that renders the whole video, and you're not done yet. You're just finished with the editing part with the scissors. So then you just hit the scissors again, and it actually cuts off both ends, and now you just have the piece that you want, which is the center. If you mess it up, you can hit cancel, undo everything, and go back and start again. If you accidentally hit done and it renders it, remember, you have another copy. So go make another copy and do it again. So you always have one saved copy and one working copy. But I did it right. So this is the piece I want. The next thing you can do, hopefully you can see this like this, is you can play with the color a little bit if you want to change the look of your video. You can do that. If you're selling products and services, I don't recommend you mess with the color too much because, again, it's about building the know, like, trust. Not a beautiful look in the picture, but that's okay. It's not about me, right? It's about you. And that is one of the biggest things to remember when you're filming. You might say, oh, I didn't love the way I looked. You know, I filmed the other day from a hotel room and the light was so bright. And I was like, well, that's not real flattering. But you know what? It was more important that I got the information out. So it's right. It's asking you that question, why am I doing this? And if it's not about you, it's about the other person, then sometimes you have to let that go. So in this case, it's not about me. It's about you. So if you want to change a color, you can. I would just recommend leaving it the regular color. And then you can put some text over the top. Let me show you how to do that. I just clicked on the T or the little square with the T for text. And then you get to pick which one you like. There's a standard text. Now, what is the problem with that? It's right over the top of my face. That's not going to work. So up here, I just happened to find, I was playing with it one day and found, oh, if you do that, hit that little button, whatever that is up in the corner, you move the text down here. So then I click on the text just like I would on any kind of Word document. And let's backspace and let me just put my name, Julia. For some reason, it's all in caps. I'm not really sure why. So when I was doing it earlier, I had to go cap and then turn it off and go back and forth, you know, from usually you have to double tap the little arrow to get it big, but for some reason it's like that on mine, so it's not doing it any different. So then I've got my name. Now this, I don't want this text here, so I click on it. If you do want your title, maybe speaker or trainer or author or whatever, you can type that. But if you don't want anything, just exit out. And then when you click on the picture, it gives you so you can see it. So like again, here I clicked on my name and the keyboard came up, but if I want to see what it looks like, just click in the actual footage and then it'll show you what it looks like. All right, that's good enough. So now that's there. If I play my video, my name is right there. Shaky video, and then it goes away. Now, one other thing you can do is you can add music. I actually am not going to spend any time on this because I don't recommend it with these. It's very loud. It doesn't it doesn't really come out right. It's loud, and there's on the smartphone, I have not found a way to adjust it. On iMovie on my computer, I like to add music sometimes really low at the bottom. I can turn it on, but on here I wasn't able to do that, so I don't recommend playing with the sound right now. So now that I've got my video complete, what I want to do is just hit done up in the upper right hand corner. Hit done and it'll save it to iMovie, and I believe it saves an extra copy in your photos as well. I can't remember, and I think I just accidentally turned it all off. So that's what you'll do when you hit done, that renders it, that finishes it, and now it's got what you did. It's got the edits, it's got the text that you put over the top, and if you change the color, it'll save it there as well. And you still have your original copy because you made a copy. And actually, it doesn't matter which one was the original, which one was the copy. It doesn't matter. So once you make a copy, just pick one of them and play with it. That's how you edit on your phone. I'm not going to tell you how to edit on your computer right now because that's a lot more complicated, and that is how to edit on a smartphone. Now you know what's possible. You know things are available to you. And when I did the first time edited on my phone, I didn't know what I was doing, but I played around with it because it was fun, and why not? You can't really mess anything up, especially if you have a copy. So have fun editing. At least take the front and the back ends off of your video so that it's just comes on you talking. So remember to give yourself a little pause in the beginning and then start talking and a pause at the end so that you have room to edit in, and you just slide those little bars, the little yellow bars, back and forth to where you want them. It takes a little bit of skill, but it's not impossible. And if you are committed to being on video, being out there, helping people learn more about you and your products and your services and what you offer, then this is a small price to pay to put the time in to learn to edit simple edits on your videos so you can use them and be more professional. The other thing is once you have your video done, you can upload it to YouTube. You can upload it straight from your phone to social media, Instagram, Facebook, LinkedIn. It all works the same. So have fun editing, and I'll see you in the next training video.